Hey, how's it going today? I'm just gonna take a couple minutes. I've been reading over this thing here, and one impression that God has given me here is the one sincere question, and that is, well, who are we? What is our identity? Now, Jesus says to Peter here, there's Matthew chapter 16, verse 7. Jesus answered and said unto him, Blessed are you, Simon, for Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed this unto you, but my Father who is in heaven. Now this is after Peter has said, he said, okay, who am I? And one says, well, the people say you're a prophet. And he said, well, who do you guys say I am? And Peter, says, because Peter, he's a quick one there. He says, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. And he goes on to verse 18 and says, and I also say to you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades shall not prevail against it. Now, the thing to understand here, we've gotten into a lot of words called kingdom lately. And what's important to understand is we're the church. We don't go to church. We are the church. So when he built upon that rock was the revelation that he is the Christ. He has come to save us and to make us the church. Now, if I can back up a little bit, what does a church mean? A church means ecclesia. Now, if I can give you a little history here, in that particular time, he deals with them a lot in the realm of which they can understand. So, in that time, there were the Rome had came and they had conquered their area, maybe 50 years or so, not so many very years beforehand. And what they would do when they take over a territory is they would bring in a group of people who affect the education system, the government system, the financial system, the commerce, business. They would affect the arts and entertainment media and the very family structure as well as the religious structure. And what they would call this group of people is the ecclesia. I know, this sounds too simple. Now, the ecclesia was designed and called to simply change the entire system and community until it looks like the government who just took over that region. The reason he said, upon this rock I will build my ecclesia, and then in the next verse he talks about the kingdom of heaven, he gives it the kingdom of heaven. Now, we're not the kingdom, but we are in the kingdom. He gave them keys of the kingdom. We are not the kingdom, we are the church. If you look in Matthew chapter 6, verse 33, he says, but seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Well, how do you seek it if you are the kingdom? This is an indication that we're not the kingdom. We are in the kingdom. So it is possible that you can be the church, not know you're the church, not be affected any of these communities of life, simply going to a place calling it church, and have a misconception of exactly who you are. And then we say, well, you're the kingdom. Well, hold on. It says to seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things should be added unto you. Not to focus on what they're focusing on, but seek first the kingdom. We're not the kingdom. We are, however, the church. And we're making sure, as we seek the kingdom, that we seek to take heaven and bring it down to earth. That is our goal. We want everything that God has designed in heaven to look like, we want everything that God has designed in heaven to look and mirror earth. Not earth mirror heaven. Well, yeah, earth mirror heaven. Everything on earth looks like heaven. So that is our job. And the question is, what is our identity? Our identity is we are the church, not the kingdom. We seek the kingdom because we want the kingdom of God to come down, and then earth mirrors heaven. But the only way we can do that is if we understand our identity, and we, I don't even say I go to church anymore. I am the church. And my goal is to affect the family structure, the business structure, the religious structure, the education, every structure of life in our community that lets us know that the kingdom of heaven has now infiltrated earth, and we reflect everything that God has desired.